Hey guys, it's JQ Craft Day, Product Focus Friday, under the way for February. I had mentioned at the end of January that I was probably going to have some scrappy friends start joining in. I don't think I have any for today, and like I also predicted, Bella Blvd, not high in a lot of people's stashes. A lot of my scrappy friends, I don't know, like I like their stuff, but sometimes it's hard to buy their whole collections because they can be very themey. But I do like their stuff, and I like to find ways to make that super themey stuff not so themey, if that makes sense. But I thought I'd also maybe challenge myself, and for the Product Focus Fridays this month, just to help with the creativity, since I have a lot of things going on. If you want to know all the things that are going to go on my channel, I'm going to link my layout share for January down below. I go through all the stuff that's coming up, so you'll be able to see that there. And then, yeah, I'm hoping, yeah, I'm gonna be busy, let's just say. So I'm also gonna follow a Sketch Friday from Sandy Reversky. I'm not saying her last name right. So Sandy at Steak Goddess is her YouTube channel, and she does follow a sketch February, and she also is doing, I think, like 100 sketches. So she's gonna do 100 sketches in a row, which is crazy awesome. So make sure you go check that out if you're not a follower already. More than likely you already are. But so I'm going to do the sketch for today, which is this. And then also, because of that sketch, I have this awesome cut file from Creative Cuts Club from Redefine Creative that I want to get used up. And I figured these are photos of us in the car seat. So that would be perfect, right? Because it's a road sign. So I'm debating, I might, because of the sketch, I think I am just going to do one photo. Even though, like, this is just the cutest face. I'm learning that I don't need to scrapbook every single photo. I know, right? Shocking. This one's a little blurry, so that's why I'm like, okay. But this one goes better with the sketch, and the whole point is him in his car seat looking at his little froggy, which is his little friend. I'm sorry, I started going down the mom cutesy voice. And I'm trying to get my 2014 photos scrapped, and this is from a giant pile of just January and February. I took a lot of photos of my child. I'm sure everybody can relate. But we're doing Bella Blvd, and we're doing stamping, and we're doing embossing today. So I thought maybe I could emboss this. Because I like to do that. That's kind of fun, and I haven't done it in a while. So I think we're gonna emboss the cut file. It'll stand out a little bit more. And then we're gonna use this very themed Thankful collection, but it's got a lot of good A and B sides, and I might even use these elements and cut them apart and stack them kind of like in that, in the sketch, and kind of create a scene on the side of my photo. So yeah, because there's this beautiful paper back there. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, let's get started. All right, I'm gonna put the handy dandy sketch right up there so you can see it. But in general, it's just kind of like a pretty simple sketch. Mine turns into even more simple than what the sketch actually shows. My layout does. So I'm just going ahead, and so now I know this month is stamping, and technically I'm using my stamping products, just not any stamps, correct? But the whole point of today was to do embossing, and that's what we're gonna do. And you know what? It's my series. I'll do what I want. So I did embossing, and this is something I've done in the past, and I love doing, and I just don't do it as often as I remember that it looks, because I'm a messy scrapbooker, and I can't keep things clean, and embossing powder gets everywhere. So I think that's why I don't do it as often as I should. But I like just taking my Versamark pad and blotching it onto, like splotching it right onto the cut file, and then doing some clear embossing powder. And then it just gives it another shiny, it gives it some shiny dimension, and it makes it stand out, and I really like it. And it's not hard, so I don't know why I don't do it ever. But anywho, so that is what we are doing today. So doing that, and that's what I'm going to do for the first few minutes here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But I just love watching embossing powder. It's so cool. It's awesome. It's so magical. I think Sandy always says this. She's like, I know there's a science behind it, but we're calling it magic. And I totally agree. I don't really care about the science behind it. Don't care about the science. All right, so now that I got all that done, now I'm bringing all my stuff in. And so I kind of changed my mind. I was going to do that plaid paper as the background, but then I realized, like, duh, I saw that the back sides of these Lily Bee papers that came with this kit were kind of just like a grungy maroon color. And I don't know why, to me, I didn't notice them when I was looking through the stuff. Like, they didn't stand out to me, but I really like them. So I decided to use one of those instead. And then I am using the other pattern papers to be my strips underneath my photo. And I punch a scallop punch that I have on that plaid, like khaki and black, which is a really neat paper. I really like that. And this way too, then it's got more color on the page. And then I honestly don't feel like I need to do as much pizzazz behind the photo, because I've got the color behind there instead of like a neutral, if that makes sense. Am I being slightly lazy? Possibly. So I'm just gonna get all the strips adhered and then trim down where I like it, and then attach it all to the cut file, and then attach the whole thing to the background. Now later I thought I could have done some stamping behind it to give it some more oomph and pizzazz, but I kind of like the simple, like, just let the embossing, do you see how pretty glossy that looks? Let the embossing stand out and let the papers just kind of speak for themselves and nothing too crazy. So I'm liking a more simple design. So I went ahead and fussy cut those things out, and my camera apparently died while I was putting the brads in, but those metal flowers they have like a brad center, came in this scrap room kit. So I'm using those and kind of placing those all over the place too. And then the few things I cut out, which was the tree, the sunflower, a few 3 leaves, and the cloud. And it talks about fall in the cloud. I'm just ignoring it because you can't tell what weather or what season that we're in. It was actually winter. But it doesn't matter. And nothing really screams super fall-y. It's just the sun is shining. He's in his car seat. The whole point of this is going to be, my journaling talks about how we had a time where right after he was born, he really didn't like to be in the car seat. And then we got this little froggy thing that if you pull on it and then it vibrates, like it was so cute. And he loved having that froggy in front of him. Also turns out we just needed to adjust his car seat because we didn't realize how much he had grown, because we're horrible parents, you know. But it was a struggle for a while there. So it was nice. I had these bunch of photos, like I showed you in the beginning, of him just sitting in his car seat, and he's content. He's not smiling or anything, but he's content. He wasn't screaming his head off. So that's all that mattered. So yeah. So now I'm just trying to think of what else I can stick on this page. I decided I would do a couple labels down here. These aren't quite the ones I want. I found some chipboard. This one says today, and this other sticker, I think that's from Cocoa Vanilla, just says go your own way, kind of fit the traveling in the car theme. And yeah, I had made the title On the Road Again. Those are some LA Studios stickers. They're like the notebook ones because they're the only small ones I had that were white still that I could actually spell the whole title with. And there's some blue, so it works. I like it. But deciding I want this big smile label, and then I want another label. The one green one's just not big enough, so I'm trying to figure out. I do find another one that says something, but I don't care what it says because the yellow one's going to cover that part up. And then I just write down the little bit of journaling, like thanks to the froggy. our car rides became much more bearable. And that's pretty much it. But thanks for watching, you guys. Make sure you check out Sandy. I will have her link down below, and her Follow a Sketch February. She might have other people linked that are playing along. I don't really know how that's going, but she's got these done ahead of time, so they will not have me linked. So make sure you go check her out, and you can see everybody else that's playing along. Otherwise, thanks for stopping, and we'll see you next week for some more Product Focus Friday. Bye.